Hey guys, Mr. Short Hitter here. So today I'm going to do my second little kind of golf vlog of sorts. The last one I talked about golf goals, that was a few weeks ago. Since then I worked on my short game a little bit, which was a problem. Our short games could always be better. Still not playing great. I see signs of things to come. So let me set up, hit this tee shot, and get into it.
5 holes to go, just play 13. Need a palm away in, gotta hit Mo Green.
All right there guys. Well, you know, last time I came out, talked about having golf goals and establishing golf goals. One of my golf goals I said was going to at least break par one time in a tournament this year. Played a few tournaments since that day. My game was still struggling. I think I shot 80 in a couple tournaments, or no, I shot 80 in a couple tournaments. And I kind of turned a corner and shot a 76, which is decent. And in the last tournament I shot 74 at Bowes Creek, which is a kind of a tougher golf course for me. That was a pretty big pool there, guys. Had 104 yards. We put it to the middle of the green. But we don't have to hit every wedge shot close either. So one thing I recognize is if I can two-putt most of the time, I score pretty well. So that, I think, one of the biggest differences between the way I was playing before, shooting 80 versus shooting a 74. The two tournaments I shot 80, I had 36 putts. When I shot the 74, I had 30 putts. Played a tournament a week ago or so. The guy told me he had his best round of the year. He had 24 putts. It's hard not to score if you have 24 putts. As I think one of the biggest differences between a low handicap golfer, or actually golfers of all skill levels, is probably that putt I just had right there, that 45 foot putt, say 35 to 45 foot putt. A low handicap golfer is generally going to get that putt inside, inside 4 or 5 feet, which he's going to make that 4 or 5 footer upwards of 60 to 80% of the time, depending upon how good a putter he is. Whereas a high handicap golfer is probably going to get that 45 foot putt 8 feet from the hole, of which he's going to miss 80% of the time. It's just baffling. So I think a big part of my trouble is when you hit the ball so short, you start hitting it crooked, it's just problems all over the place. Right now I just hit a drive so far offline, it's into the wind, so I hit in this bunker that, boy, you think all I had to do was hit a decent tee shot to carry this bunker. But let's see if we can recover. So there's the perfect example of what I was talking about. You know, you keep leaving yourself 40, 45, 50-foot putts. It's tough. It's tough to two-putt consistently. The biggest weakness in my game, besides being Mr. Short Hitter, I would say is probably long lag putts. The driver has been so iffy. I used to think my problem was being a short hitter, but that problem is definitely compounded when you're short and you can't hit the fairway. That ball there is probably 20 yards, more than 20 yards left of the fairway. My face path relationship is very problematic right now. As it relates to the goal that I talked about earlier, about breaking par in the tournament. So I felt like this last tournament I was probably closest. I think I have to start to think about the mindset. You know, when really good golfers start to get close to par or under par, they want the round to continue. They want to have many more opportunities for birdies. And as the handicaps go up, when you start to get around par, you want to be closer to finishing the round, you know. So I was even par through 13 holes, probably contemplating wishing the round was over. All right, guys, one thing just happened to me there that you never want to do on a golf course. I hit this ball left, I found it in the trees, but as I was walking to it, there was someone coming down the opposite fairway that said, "Is this your ball?" As he was saying that, he put his club head and rolled the ball. You never want to touch a golf ball on the course, especially if it's not yours. Now, he changed the lie, so I then took a drop, a free drop, because I have no idea what kind of lie I had before he got here. This is me, that little red guy, way left of the fairway. I got 134 to the center, pins in the front. It's very windy, so I'm gonna hit 9-iron to make sure I carry this tree and try to get to the green. Okay, guys, carried the tree, carried the trouble. Ball was left. I don't know if it's left of the green, left fringe, but it should be up there. I would hope it's at least pin high. So the tournament, I was even par through 13 holes. Didn't make a lot of mistakes. Only a couple birdies, couple bogeys through 13 holes. I made birdie on the fifth hole at Bowles Creek. It's a par 3, 208 yards. I hit a 5-wood, about 7 feet from the hole, and made a putt for birdie. And on 9, I hit a pitching wedge from 122 to 3 feet, made the putt for birdie. It's really difficult to overestimate how important lag putting is, because when I'm playing my best, I've got lag putts all day long. You know, if you hit 13 or 14 or 15 greens in regulation, you're gonna have a lot of long putts, a lot of 25, 35, 45 footers. And if you can two-putt those, that's a recipe for a good round. But the one thing that I don't do enough of, I think, is when I get to even par through 13 or 14 holes or 12 holes or whatever it is I'm still to that point to where I'm not comfortable enough to continually try to make birdies. And I think that's the next step, and that's the only way I'm gonna shoot an under par round, unless it's by accident. I'm also gonna not keep getting away with hitting these hooks, so I gotta straighten that out. Now, everyone always talks about how important the short game is, and I believe the same thing. Personally, I spend probably close to 90% of my practice time on the short game. Half of it is putting, and the other half is chipping right around the green. I don't work on pitch shots a whole lot. 20, 30, 40 yard shots. I do need to work on those more. It's just easier. Work right, find a green, a little practice green, and work right around that. I also have a little green in my yard, so I can do that. Maybe I'll show you that one day. I do need to work on the full swing, because people will tell you work on the short game, work on the short game. However, how much can your short game save you if you're driving the ball out of play? If you're driving the ball in the trees, if you're driving the ball out of bounds. Yes, the short game can save you strokes, but if you're one of those people that are constantly out of play, I think it's more important to figure out a club that you can get in play. I don't care how good your short game is, how can you score if you're out of bounds? All right guys, it's getting pretty dark out. Got some tree branches to contend with, and we've got 140. Okay, so this shot was dead downwind. I wanted to stop it, but I knew it was going to be hard to stop that ball on the green. I'm pretty sure it probably ran through. It's a big green up here, guys, and sure enough, the ball rolled through. Like I said, it was downwind, no spin on the ball, hitting it low under the tree branches. Kind of didn't have a chance. I did err towards going long a little bit just because the pin is in the front. That will give me more green to work with, but I think I see it. Our situation over the back of this green. Maybe 40 yards or so to the pin. Alright guys, this is a very long pitch shot, and it's into the wind. I had a 54 originally, but I'm gonna switch to a pitching wedge. May still be short. It's hard to tell from here. Yeah, it looks like it's still short. Okay guys, well, there's a great example of why I'm having so much trouble. As you can see, the driving was bad. The putting was indifferent at best. My ball striking isn't really that bad. I can hit good recovery shots, good punch shots. My iron game's good. I hit a lot of hybrids into greens, hitting those decent. It's just tougher when you're driving the ball out of play. So it's time to work on the driver more. I'm gonna keep working on the short game. Keep working on lag putting, just like last time. If you have some golf goals, something you want to accomplish in the game of golf, whether it's drive it longer, drive it straighter, break 80, break 90, break 100, drop those in the comment section. Catch you guys next time. Mr. Short Hitter, out.
My game's obscene now, hooks and big fades, it's not my day now. Why did I play now? Just clear my head, get back in this. An outside shot, you still can win this.